You know that you aren't special, but people that are jealous of you have this egotistical idea that you think you are special. That's this group, that's this collective, okay? I already set the attention. I already did the prayer. I know I normally do that when I'm on camera. Some of you like it, some of you don't. Take it or leave it. But immediately what came to me is, you don't think you're special. You don't think you're something else, right? You don't think, you're very intuitive, this group. You have the ability of discernment really well. You're able to see through people's bull. This group, you're able to see through people's bull, and people don't like that. They don't like that you're able to see them spreading gossip and nonsense and lies about you. There's a couple of readings that I've done. This has been the theme, right? The attack on light workers, the attack on legitimate people who are trying to do good in the world, okay? You're part of that, okay? You see things, hear things, understand things that other people miss, okay? But there's nothing that you do that other people can't do. There's nothing you do that other people can't learn to do. And you know that, and you say that, and you believe that in your heart of hearts, core of cores. But there's other people who look at you and think that you have this really idyllic life. They think that you have this really, dreamlike life almost. And I'm not going to say that you don't. I'm not going to say that you don't bring your own magic into it. I'm not going to say that you don't bring your own joy into it. But I will say that it's not all sunshine and butterflies and unicorn farts, okay? Some of you've been through, actually, I would say most of this collective has been through some ish. You have been through it. I think that makes people angrier. That you went through some ish and it didn't stop you. It didn't bring you down. It didn't kick your ass. I'm going to get demonized in this video. That's pissing some people off. Okay? That's making some people jealous. Some people are misinterpreting that as you think you're better than them. They can interpret it however they want. You and I know that's not what you're thinking. This collective does not put themselves on a pedestal. This collective does not put other people even really on a pedestal. This collective is really grounded. Okay? I want to be clear, you're grounded. It doesn't mean you have a lot of earth in your astrology chart. It just means that you're a grounded person. Okay? You've learned to take things in stride. You've learned to be able to handle things with almost this sense of calm. This sense of like, yeah, I know that's what they think. Oh well. The sense of, yeah, ish. I lived through that. I can live through this. There's definitely this like air of like noble with this group. Okay. It's not to say that you're rude. I'm not getting that from this collective. It's just that you know your worth. This group already knows their worth. You're not looking for your worth. You're not looking for confidence. You already know it. You already know it. This collective is really intuitive. And you know you're intuitive, and you're advanced intuitive. Actually advanced intuitive. Not the advanced intuitive of, oh yeah, I did this and I do that and I'm all over here and all that other stuff. And follow me for this and do this. You're the type of advanced intuitive that just naturally spouts off stuff. And people are looking at you like, where did that come from? And you just shrug your shoulders. I'm seeing you guys do that. I've seen you guys like literally sitting back and just watching, and then people and you kind of engaging, and people, you know, leaning in and kind of engaging, and people being like, so what do you think? And you're giving your opinion, and they're like, I never thought of that like that. And you're just like, yeah. A lot of people project their insecurities on you. A lot of people project their judgments on you. A lot of people project their own problems onto you because of jealousy. Because of jealousy. Jealousy is one of those things when it pops up. I've mentioned this before, and if you follow me on social media, you know I really struggle with the concept of jealousy. I struggle with the idea of being jealous of someone. I don't understand it, in all honesty. But I'm getting that this collective, you guys aren't jealous, but you have people around you that are jealous. You have people around you that think that your life is some like super nice, super easy, you don't need to work for anything, everything just comes to you so easy type of thing. And it's just because you've learnt to take things in stride. It's just because you've learnt to balance your life out. It's just because you've learnt to do things and not get so caught up in the drama. This group is really, like this collective is really surrounded by drama. You have a lot of dramatic people in your life. It's really like the observer. Yeah, that's you guys, right? Observing the drama. You're just looking at everything, kind of like, why are you all doing this? Right? You're sitting back. I keep seeing this collective literally sitting back, kind of like this. And I see some of you, and I know this probably isn't the reality, but this is how Spirit's showing me it. Some of you are sitting back in like a rocking chair outside on a porch with like a cup of coffee or tea. And you're sitting back and you're just like, yeah, I'm just going to watch it all unfold. Almost like you're watching kids in a playground. That's this collective. Since I have the coffee in my hand. That's this collective. This collective is like, yeah, I'm just going to watch. I'm just going to see. You guys enjoy watching. You take in. There's a quote by, who was it? By Theodore Roosevelt. Speak softly and carry a big stick. And that's kind of you guys, you know. You guys are the type of group where you're not saying much. You have ideas, you have opinions, you have thoughts. You're not expressing them. You're just keeping them to yourself. And you're letting people figure it out on their own. Right? You're just watching. You're just seeing things. And it's not to say that you're being passive about it. Like, you're not the type of people that are going about and saying, oh, I'm just watching everything and I know everything that's going on, but I'm not going to take any action. You are taking action, but you're not taking big action. You're not taking the type of action that's going to be in people's faces. And so people then make judgments because they're not seeing it. So they think you're not doing anything because they're not seeing what it is that you're doing. So people are then making judgments about you. And that's part of the reason this drama occurs, right? They're talking ish about you. Talking out about all that it is you're doing, right? The Weaver. Creating your own fate. Manifester. Manifesting things on your own. Okay, this collective, yeah, definitely. Definitely. You watch and then you do things accordingly. There's no drama with this group whatsoever. There's drama around you. Let me rephrase that. There's drama around you. But there's no drama that you're creating yourself. Other people can be dramatic and other people can talk ish about you and other people are doing all that. But there's nothing that you are doing in terms of that. You do need to affirm your boundaries. Some of you, you've gotten a lot better. Yeah, definitely gotten better. But some of you need to reaffirm your boundaries. Okay, you need to reaffirm your intentions and you need to keep puttering forward. Don't get discouraged by the nonsense. Don't let it get into your head. Don't let it get into your head too much, okay? Don't let it get into things, right? Ask body. Oh, wait, hold on. With this card coming out, something just came to me. This card. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys a quick story that's reminding me of this. Yesterday, actually, at the time that I'm recording this, it would have been just literally the other day. Yesterday, I was working on some stuff for everyone. Okay, I was working on my website and some social media stuff, and I was doing some readings for you guys to post. And I had a lot of body anxiety. Okay, I wasn't feeling anxious in my mind, but my body was feeling anxious. And this Ask Body reminded me of that. Okay, where are you holding that anxiety? Where are you holding other people's energy? Where are you holding that? Okay, are you holding that in your chakras? Are you holding that in your body? So I physically, sorry, I just hit the mic. I physically hold that in my body. When I start, I'm not clearing other people's energies. I hold it in my body. So ask your body, hey, what do you need? Some of you are working a lot on nutrition, on health, on combining health and nutrition with your intuition, right? To help open up, to help connect yourself. The third eye there, the crown chakra, right? How can you use nutrition and health for your physical body to help support your spiritual body? That's this group. This group is doing a lot of things right. You guys, honestly, like, you deserve a congrats. This collective hasn't had it easy, and you haven't always accepted everything with grace, and you haven't always been okay with your intuition or your abilities, or your body, physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. You haven't always been there. But now you're in this phase of being like what they call me, which is a wildcat. Right? I get called wildcat. Why? Because you have this grace about you that's like a cat, this level, this energy, but you're not taking anyone's ish anymore. You're shutting people down. Left, right, and center. Hey, if you want to think that, you go and think that. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not here to get upset about it. You want to think that? You're right ahead. I've got nothing to prove. This collective isn't trying to prove nada. You don't need to. You just need to be yourself. You just need to do what it is you do, because what it is you do is going to be enough. What it is you do is going to show enough. It's going to prove enough. It's going to be enough. It's going to create enough. Okay, I'm told this is last card. Of course, it's release. I am getting a message for this collective that some of you are dealing with parasites. Okay, some of you need to do a parasite cleanse. Again, this is not medical advice, and you should not take disclaimers. You should not take any medical information without consulting the appropriate practitioners. But some of you, you've gotten pretty good at holding on to other people's energy, but not so good at releasing it. And when you don't release that toxicity and you just hold on to it and you compartmentalize it, that process of compartmentalizing can physically manifest into disease. So for some of you, it's parasites. For some of you, there's the potential, if you continue down this road, that you are going to manifest minor tumors, cysts, or potentially cancers. So you need to learn to release this energy. I think that some of the coping mechanisms this collective has had in the past, they're no longer working. Okay, because the energy of the world, the hype up, okay, that's not working anymore. So you're doing the same old things that used to work, but they're not working anymore. Some of you are going to have to get a little bit more physical. Okay, so incorporating physical elements like water, land, incense for air, fire, candles, or actual fire. Okay, maybe lighting herbs for some of you. You're going to have to do more than just an energetic clearing for this group. Okay, ask your body. Ask your body. You have the, you already know. You don't need to research this. This isn't going to be, you're going to listen and you're going to ask, okay, body, this is what I honestly see some of you do. I see some of you, you're shutting this down or you're pausing it. Then you're going, okay, body, what is it that needs to be done? And then it's going to just come to you. For some of you, it's going to come clairaudiently. It all depends on your personal intuition, but it's just going to come to you that, oh, I need to diffuse this specific oil. Oh, I need to stop drinking so much caffeine. Oh, I need to make sure that I'm eating more grounding foods in the morning. Oh, I need to get outside more. Oh, I need to be in water more. Oh, I need to incorporate salt water into my life a little bit more. I need to clear the energy in my space a little bit more. It's going to come naturally. There's nothing here that's going to be feeling forced. Okay. The only thing you need to worry about, okay, for this collective is don't engage in the drama. Don't take anything that others are saying about you to heart. Disengage yourself from that. And then take that energy that is being thrown at you. And I've literally seen, like, some people are being nasty. They think that you don't know. You know, you're just not saying anything. But some people are being nasty and they are talking smack about you. And I'm seeing like rotten tomatoes being thrown at you energetically. And they're plastered to like your aura. So you need to clear that out. Clear that out. Clear that out. For some of you, this has already started to manifest in your physical body. Okay, so in order to release it, you need to connect to your body and ask it. Some of you also need to get back to the gym, not because you need to work out because you're unfit or not healthy, but because the physical movement is going to help to clear the energy, if that makes sense. The physical movement. For some of you, that's going to be something simple like yoga or qigong or tai chi. For some of you, it's going to be something maybe a little bit more aggressive. And for some of you, it's just going to be the act of doing anything physical, yard work, shoveling a driveway when it's winter time, if you have snow, things like that, pruning trees, just doing something physical is going to help you. Some of you also need to actually just physically get in nature more. You physically need to get out of that space. You physically need to ground your energy more. You physically need to do that. That's it. I know I don't have the most exciting ending to readings, but it comes, and then spirit stops and says, that's the message. You've said all you said. Enough's enough. And that's it. That was the message. You guys have gone through a lot. You've done enough. You don't need to prove nothing. And you know it. You know it. You know it. You know it. Don't let people get in your head. And for the most part, you don't. For the most part, this collective doesn't. For the most part, this collective doesn't let people get in their head. For the most part, this collective has it pretty good in terms of their mentality and how they deal with things. It's not to say you don't have hardships. It's not to say you're not going through stuff. But people aren't seeing what it is. People aren't seeing what it is you're creating. People aren't seeing what it is that you're going through. People aren't seeing the hardships because you're not saying and you're not showing and you're not spreading that drama the way they are. Getting more physical in your body is going to help with that. Okay? More movement. More movement and letting go. It's not your problem. Not my monkey, not my circus. Let it go. Let it go. Okay? That's all. That's what I got. Till next time, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated for those of you that it was meant for. And I'll see you in the future video. Bye.